Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel. Thank you so much for joining us. Here in the UK, as you can see, it's a cold, wet and windy day. We're in winter. There's not very much that we can do outside. We're thinking about salad crops. Now, regular viewers will know that we planted a lot of lettuce and salad leaf crops in our polytunnel some weeks ago. And they've actually cropped well, and we've been having a lovely lot of fresh salad from the polytunnel. But unfortunately, the very wet, severe weather that we've had recently, the very cold, severe weather that we've had recently, has meant that those crops have really been set back and are not looking very healthy now. And so today we're really thinking about growing salad crops during the winter indoors using some heat. And we're going to be looking at 3 methods that we use in sharing these ideas with you. There are going to be several parts to this series of videos. Today we're really concentrating on lettuce. We're going to show 3 ways in which we grow lettuce indoors during the winter. Now, the first way that we're going to talk about is using a hydroponics unit. Hydroponics. And here we've got one of our hydroponics units. And we're going to demonstrate to you exactly how we use this unit to grow lettuce. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with the hydroponic systems, this is quite a sort of basic system. Down here we've got our reservoir of water. There are 4 litres of water in there. And in the water, there's nutrients. You put in bottles, a certain amount of nutrients into your 4 litres of water. On top of the unit, you can see that we've got 12 covers. Now, underneath each cover, we've got that. Okay, so you can see that that little cradle there is holding a sponge. And the sponge goes down into the water containing the nutrients. So there are 12 of those, and so there are 12 little ways, 12 systems where we can plant our seeds. Now, as I said, we're going to be planting some lettuce seed. We're planting 2 different types of lettuce seed, an all year round and one called salad bowl. And what we're going to do, in each one of these systems, we're going to put a little sprinkle of seeds into the hole. Now, I normally try to get about 3 seeds to go into the sponge. Let's see what we can do. This is not exact. We just do our best, trying to get those seeds to go into the sponge. Okay, there, that one went in a lot better. You need to have little delicate fingers to do this. My fingers are not particularly well suited. Nadji's would be a lot better.
Okay.
Yes.
Use my finger then.
Yeah, I need to borrow your delicate little fingers. Some of these I might need to tidy up afterwards, but basically I'm just trying to get probably about 3 seeds into each one. Okay, so I've done 6. I'm not going to do the whole lot. That gives you the idea of what we are trying to do. We'll do all 12. Those were the sort of all year round lettuce, the salad bowl lettuce we'll put into the ones over here. So say that we've completed this and say that we've put all our seeds in. We've got a reservoir of water containing the nutrients. The sponge is going down into the water. We've planted our seeds. What we do now then, we've got to turn our unit on. So,
wow.
We put our power on. Right. We're going to, you can hear already that it's starting to work. Okay, so we've actually put the system working now. So the power is on, the fan and water is on, and it's on for vegetables. And so you can see that the unit is now fully functioning. There is the light and there's a pump circulating the water in there. And hopefully before too long, little seeds will be starting to germinate. If we get good germination in these little cells, then obviously we've got to remove 1 or 2 of the weaker seedlings, leaving probably just 1 seedling in each one of those little containers. So that's our hydroponics unit then. And we're really hopeful that before long we're going to have some lovely salad crops, some lovely lettuce leaves developing in that unit. The unit won't stay on all the time, it's automatic. It comes on for a certain amount of time, goes off, then comes on again. So that was number one, our first way of growing our lettuce crops. Our second way of growing lettuce crops and salad crops is the microgreen system. Now you've already seen that we've got a microgreen system set up here in this grow centre here. We've got lots of things growing there. Some though are blank at the moment, are empty because we've done quite a lot of harvesting recently. And so what we're going to do, we're actually going to put 2 more trays into our grow centre here containing our microgreens. The first one that we're going to do is the easiest one to sow because this is our cress. We've used the cress a lot, haven't we? What have we used it for? We've used it in salads and garnishes and things like that. We've used the cress a lot. So we're going to put the cress. The cress is really easy to plant because you don't actually have to cover it. It's simply going to go onto the surface of the moist compost. Now we grow on the compost with the microgreens. There are alternative ways of doing it. In the past we have tried system where you have them in smaller containers, actually on paper towels, damp paper towels. That's another way of doing it, and they will actually grow very well that way too. So the cress. Now on to the pea shoots. The pea shoots are very good. We really like growing these. We grow a lot of these and they're very, very useful. And so we're just going to spread the peas out over the surface of the tray. These pea shoots, they can be used in salads, they can be used in all sorts of different ways with cooking. They come in very useful at this time of the year. We're just spreading these out. I like to put them nice and close together. Okay, what I'm going to do then is I will simply push down into the compost. You simply push the peas down into the compost. You can even spread them out a little bit as you're doing this. And then just cover up. May add a little bit more compost as well. Just simply cover them up, and they and the cress will go into our grow centre over here, our grow area over here, where we have our microgreens. This room, this conservatory, is heated, and so there will be background heat, and in very cold weather additional heat will be provided as well to get the microgreens to grow. Now the third way in which we're going to be growing our salad crops, our lettuces and our salad leaves, is using a propagator. Now what we've got here, we've got one of our propagator units, and at the end here we've got one of the units here has actually got some compost in. So here we're actually going to be growing, we're going to be planting some lettuce seed into this compost tray to go into the propagator unit. This is the all year round lettuce. We're just sowing some lettuce on there. Going to cover very, very lightly with compost. Don't want a lot of compost, just a little bit. The compost is moist, and these will be just watered in as well. Something like that would be fine. So we have our lettuce and our salad leaves in some of these, and the propagator unit will be connected and turned on, and before too long they will be starting to germinate. And once they have germinated, once the seedlings are becoming established, they will then be transplanted and they will be moved on into one of our grow light units. So we're putting these into little pots and they will then be put underneath the grow lights to encourage them to grow in the right sort of way so that they don't become long and straggly or whatever. So we just start them off in the propagator, then move them to a grow light system. So those are three very simple ways in which we are trying to grow lettuce and salad leaves this winter. It works for us. We haven't used the hydroponics units much in the past, but we're experimenting more this year, and we're really hoping to have a lovely supply of crops all the way through the winter. We'll share this with you, and we'll do a part 2 before long where we're trying to grow some other salad crops as well. Thank you so much for watching, and hope that you're having a lovely festive season.